Hey World Study students, welcome to week 1 of distance learning. In today's lecture, I am going to go over your requirements for every day of week 1. So let's get started. So Tuesday, April 28th is the first day of class. Today you are responsible for the course intro, the word of the day lecture, reviewing research, and learning more about your annotated citation assignment. I will say that today is probably the longest day for this class for this week. We're just reviewing a lot of information. So if you haven't already, there is a course intro video available in the Google Classroom, so please make sure you watch it. It just kind of explains what we'll be doing over the next 3 weeks. Also, be sure to check out your syllabus. That will also give you a more in-depth idea of things that will be covered in class. I have also uploaded the Word of the Day lecture. It's linked in your Google Classroom. You will learn 9 new words. And at the beginning of week 3, I will open up the quiz for the word of the day, words that you've learned. Again, it's just like normal. You're going to have matching the word in the definition and using the word in the sentence. Okay, academic research. I know I can hear your collective groan through my computer, even though I actually can't. We've hit research really hard. I understand that, but it's super important. It's vital for not only next year, so senior year, but college. It just teaches critical thinking. Even if you're not planning on going to college and pursuing a degree in research, which is totally cool, you will still need to practice the critical thinking skills that you use during your research. So we're going to review that. This should all look really familiar to you. And then at the end of the lecture, I will explain what your assignment is. Okay, so in your Google Classroom, there is a link to a tutorial that shows you how to access the mel.org resources from home, because I know that some of you were having issues finding your sources once you weren't on a school computer. So I'm going to show you how to do that today, and then there's also a review lecture that I'll upload a few days from now. So first off, everyone knows how to get to the Lansing Schools homepage. It's lansingschools.net. Go there, and once you're there, you're going to click on Schools. It's on the right-hand side of the screen, and you're going to select Everett High School. Once you are on the Everett High School homepage, you're going to select Library Media Center. So when I made this tutorial originally, it was the 3rd one down. I believe now it's the 4th option down because they have something about distance learning or coronavirus or something like that. Regardless, on the left-hand side of the screen, you're going to look for Library Media Center. Once you're on the library's homepage, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and expand the little option that says Useful Links. You'll click on the plus symbol, and that will open up another menu, and the 3rd option down is mel.org. Please click on that. Once you're on the mel.org page, you're going to select e-resources from the menu at the top. And then the rest of this tutorial right now just goes through different resources that we've talked about in class. I like Academic Search Complete because it covers a variety of topics and it has one of the most expansive selection of titles that you have access to through mel.org. So I recommend starting here, although if you want to narrow down your search, there are other great resources as well. We talked about Britannica School High being a good place for an encyclopedia. Feel free to use that. Explorer for high school is a good for general reference as well. It doesn't have quite as many as Academica Search Complete, but Explorer is still great. If you're interested in history, there's a History Reference Center. If you're looking at a science topic, Science Reference Center. You can see that there's not like as many sources, but that's just because we've narrowed it down and we're only looking at science or only looking at history. Okay, so let's get into this assignment. The annotated bibliography assignment. I'm going to go over basics and then we're going to look at the assignment sheet itself. Again, this should look really familiar to you. Okay, so we have citations because we want to avoid plagiarism and a 0 on the assignment. It is important to give credit to the author, and for this assignment, we are using MLA format. If you're doing research for a science class, you will probably be using APA but this is English, so we're going to focus on MLA. So what is an annotated bibliography? By now you guys already know that you're looking at a working bibliography, and your sources are cited in MLA format, and they are organized in alphabetical order by the last name of the author. If you just give me the permalink or some sort of URL for your citation, that will not be sufficient. But the annotated part of the bibliography or the citation is where you evaluate and describe your source. It should be about 150 words. So for a 20-point assignment, 150 words is not too bad. Again, you're going to think about the CRAP test when you're evaluating it. Describing it is just summarizing the main points of the article. So CRAP test, currency. When was the information published? You don't have to include like every answer to every CRAP test question, but if you could summarize the answers to the CRAP test, that would be sufficient. So again, when was the information published? Is it important to have the most up-to-date information? It really depends on your topic. If you're looking into science, I think I looked at vaccinations for one of the other tutorials I uploaded. So it's probably like super important that I have up-to-date information about vaccinations. Relevance. Does this source relate to your topic? Since you're only going to be responsible for finding one source on one topic, I think that shouldn't be too big of an issue, but just keep that in mind. Authority. Do the authors know what they're talking about? Are they professors? Have they dedicated their life to studying this? Do they have some sort of background in this field? Is the information correct? Does it, if it varies widely from what is commonly known, it's probably not correct unless it's a new finding, in which case you'd want to do more research. Keeping in mind that this is a very small assignment, I would look for something that you don't have to do a whole lot of extended research on. And then purpose. Why did the author create it? Are they trying to sell you something? Are they trying to persuade you to believe something? Are they informing you or entertaining you? It's important to know just because it helps you identify bias. Okay, so this assignment asks you to select a topic, find one reliable source using the tools that we've gone over in this lecture, get the MLA citation, and write an annotation paragraph explaining the information in the resource, evaluating its reliability. So let's just look quickly at that assignment sheet. Okay, so you can see from the top of the screen that your annotated citation is due Friday, May 1st, 2020, and it's worth 20 points. The top of this I took right from one of your previous assignments of explaining what an annotated bibliography is, why we use citations. So down here you'll see this is kind of the new stuff. So the assignment says throughout the course of the week, you will select a topic that you're interested in to research. I know for our first research assignment, I said it should relate to history. This can be anything. You'll find one reliable source for information on that topic, so please make sure that you're using the MEL database or another database. Google Scholar also works, things like that. Be sure to record the MLA citation for the source and write a detailed annotation paragraph explaining what information is presented in the source and how you know it's reliable. So I've broken it down into 3 parts. So part 1 is due tomorrow. That's Wednesday, April 29th. And this is your topic selection. You're just going to tell me in 1 to 2 sentences what you're researching. Part 2 is due Thursday, April 30th. That's worth 5 points, and you're just going to find that MLA citation that I've walked you through in another tutorial how to find. You're going to copy and paste that into a document, and you're going to turn that in. Super easy. And then part 3 is due Friday, May 1st. That's your annotation of the MLA citation. So you're just writing that paragraph of about 150 words that summarizes the information presented and evaluates it for relevance and reliability. That's worth 20 points, and again, that's due on Friday. Okay, Wednesday, April 29th. So today what I want you to do is watch that citation review tutorial and identify your research topic. So I've already uploaded the citation review tutorial to YouTube. You should already have access to it if you are following my playlist for that. But it's also linked in your Google Classroom. It's about 5.5 minutes, and it just reviews how to access MEL and then generate a citation. Also due today is your topic selection. So you will write 1 to 2 sentences just telling me what it is that you're going to be researching. That's worth 5 points. Please make sure you turn it in by the end of the day. Happy Thursday! It's April 30th, 2020, and today we're going to focus on our MLA citation. So yesterday we watched that citation review tutorial. Make sure that if you didn't watch that yesterday, you go ahead and watch that today. And all I want you to do today is to find that MLA citation for your resource and copy and paste it into a document and turn it in for 5 points. Again, that's due by the end of the day today. Friday, what? We made it to the end of the week. Today, super duper easy. You're just turning in all your assignments, going back and double checking to make sure you've done everything you need to do. Okay, so this week we had the topic selection worth 5 points on Wednesday. You had to give me your MLA citation worth 5 points on Thursday, and then today, Friday, you did that annotation citation assignment. Remember, you're writing one paragraph about the source you cited. It should be about 150 words, summarizing the information covered and evaluating its relevance. So, we've finished week 1. Remember, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email at brittany.dambro@lansingschools.net. Have a great weekend.